what are we gonna go with? I think we're gonna go with greetings, everyone. Who do we spectate? I'm willing to look at things from Jet Mishimoto. Yeah, I think let's do that. Well, greetings everyone. So, welcome to our first player analysis video where we'll be going through Jet Mishimoto. Now, this game is live, so no pauses at my end. Let's see what the players are up to. Well, off to the start, Jet Mishimoto deciding to go in an interesting spot, I'd say. I mean, Glitters right here, you gotta cover your hair, you're the only one in your lane. There's no real possibility of the guy behind you supporting. Not sure why this still says testy, but maybe once the game starts it's gonna be fine. Not as difficult as Canyon front or back, so if Canyon back decides to help, he should be fine. But let's see, let's take it from here. Opting to go into backline max, that's a good call, followed by the second max. We're just queuing up, alright? That is definitely one way to begin the game. 3 maxes into a solar panel, that is fair. Wait, why does it keep saying testy? This is interesting. Okay, I guess now we should be fine, yeah. What an interesting start. Okay. So 3 maxes, 2 solar panels into a wind. Wind seems to be pretty low right now, so that's a fair call. Goes into a forward vehicle lab for Armada and then walks back to get an LLT to defend his. Those seem like minor inefficiencies to me. I mean, you're crisscrossing back and forth. Ideally, you want your commander headed in one direction. So, and do you really want your lab that far forward? I don't know. I usually have it right next to my mexes, but let's see. I mean, 4 chefs definitely knows what it's doing. Or that is an interesting blitz curve. Well, 2 solars, 1 wind, barely enough energy to keep a steady production on the lab. Does not go for an early constructor, which I would say is a bit concerning. Because at the end of the day, your commander is moving forward. You do want a constructor who's sort of building things at the back lanes. Blitzes to hold off. Alright, there we go. That's a petrol pattern if I ever saw one. Not a far forward petrol pattern, but something just enough to handle any raiding ticks or grunts or pawns. Interesting, does play out decently zoomed out. Also, I would like to call out this lobby is pretty widely spread, so you've got 30 OS and 0 OS in the same lobby, going from fairly decent silver chevrons down to 3 chefs. 3 chefs are fine. I guess the constructor's out, but you've barely capped on any mexes. We'll start a con turret, which is insanely energy dense, but what seems like a fairly ironed out build order. I'm not a big fan of having this many solars, so that's definitely a thing. Jet moving forward but not going for that 3.2. Alright, we do see red rovers, but rovers are faster than blitzes. Yeah, blitzes with a lower line of sight, lower movement speed, and we're massing blitzes, so that's a thing. Rovers do get away with it. Got a nice scouting from the air player. Scout being chased by 4. Oh yeah, rovers are definitely earning their keep. Well, Jet slightly taken aback by that movement, and now he knows he's up against the red player. That is not a fun place to be in, especially if you're 0 OS. It just means you're gonna get pelted. That's more than a significant chunk of metal going into your walls, my friend. I mean, I wouldn't mind this many walls, still weird, but you are a vehicle player with a lot of your mechs is uncapped, especially the 3.2 mechs in the middle of the map. You really want to cap that. And now we see the red commander on the map. That's gonna be a problem. Yeah, so the red commander fairly far forward decides to put down an LLT when we sacrifice blitzes. Jet's LLT comes up, so that'll help defend to a certain degree. Oh, interesting. Big Bat also with blitzes to cover this. Here we go. Yeah, but the 3.2 metal extractor is lost. That is a big resource tree, I would say. Yeah, Blitz is good with the mobility and the fact that they don't need energy to shoot. So compared to Cortex incisors, Blitzes will do just fine. But on the Canyon side, Mons is pushing forward. 10 OS, 4 Chev, but very clearly knows the fact that the backline corners and glitters should be up front. It mark 47 lagging behind, and there we go, blitz ball. Oh, Cassidy with the D-gun. I think Cassidy saved the day over there. Those 6-7 blitzes make it through. You have chaos in your backlines. No Mex is capped over there, so Jet, if you ever come across this, I think you really want to cap your Mexes. I hope that I do see a constructor on the map moving forward. But I don't think you need to micro your blitzes this much. This seems like over micro. You know that the enemy red commander has moved forward. You do see on your radar that this Nexus are capped. He has more metal income than you. He has denied you your 3.2 metal extractor. Yeah, jumping into Mons right here might be a good idea, as long as he's out of energy, which you can see, I guess. But those medium tanks, God, so good at holding. That is it. Move forward, claim that. Okay, there's Janice's up front, but you really want to eat that commander. Oh no. Jet, oh no, Jet. That was a good trade, but Red is able to eat. Oh, Itmark puts in so much effort, but then we never get the commander. Commander with low energy. This might be the right time. Jump on him. That's 2 lanes of commanders. No. Lightning turret holds the line. I think Lightning Turret is fairly OP compared to the Dragon's Claw. 60, okay, apparently Jet has decided blitzes are the answer. And you know what, mass blitzes, you have 60 of them out there, they can definitely do some damage. They're fast, vehicles really can't keep up with them unless you've got a second layer of Defenses up front. Lots of zooming in and out. Okay. Well, that is why we will go through player analysis just to see how different players do things differently. That is a massive, massive barrier of tier 1 walls. No radar. That's an interesting bit as well. Like, you're getting pelted with shell shockers, and seems like Red has a radar jammer as well. Possibly, not too sure about it. Itmark decides, you know what, those 5 brutes, no, the 5 medium tanks for Armada he sent forward, took down an enemy commander, says, you know, that's good enough, I'm gonna sit back and eco for a while. Oh, okay, those are medium tanks, my bad. 60 medium tanks, definitely better. Good range, good survivability, but also at the 9-minute mark, going into a gauntlet. Oh no. I mean, I'm not anti-artillery, I'm perfectly fine with them, but clearly they have their artillery up, they have their radars up, they have vision on you. It's a lot of metal going into a 9-minute mark, because 9 minutes in you should be looking at what your transition to T2 looks like. Lightning turret man holding the fort. Alright, we do see where the radar jammer is at. So with the gauntlet, that's the first thing you should be going for. Got enough tanks to somewhat hold the line, but getting that radar jammer is paramount. Okay, setting up our own radar, that's fair, but oh lord, the amount of metal on this front line right now. I do wonder why these red lines show up across the map at times. Like, they really don't stand. Is it an artillery indicator? But getting that radar jammer, yeah, you see there's a radar jammer back there. Just go for that. Dumb firing won't help you. Okay, we're setting up our own radar jammer, that's good. And going into a construction turret on the front lines at the same time. Enemy commander, D-guns, all those walls you put so much effort into, Jet, that feels sad, man. But we've got enough massive T1 tanks to sort of delay this inevitable push. Alright, Cassidy with his rocket pods. Okay, decides to go into thugs, pushes this way, and Jet's commander flees backwards. That's gonna be a problem. Yeah, that's a lot of metal that's gone down the drain on the front lines over here. And if Red's commander is able to... I'm gonna appreciate that. You know what? People don't call out help when they're losing the lanes. And then they get all frantic when their base goes down. This is a fair point, and Jet goes, you know what, guys, I'm going down, help. That's fair communication. And across the board, Canyon, following the usual script, is falling down naturally against a yellow commander. Fast forward, fairly. Oh no, I see a couple of. Yeah, never mind. We're gonna focus on Jet's game. Jet, you know what? You move forward, you claim all of that metal that's lying there. It says 6.5k. I'm guessing something closer to around 5k is within reach. And a friendly commander. Or T2's shown up. T2 hounds are there. That's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a massive problem, but I think Jet's moving forward. I definitely feel this over micro with the Jet is eating it up, and then we have Red's constructors who are eating up stuff as well. Yeah, that's a good call. Just get those easy constructors, yeah, and you can eat them for metal again. Fat Boy to help on the front lines. slow, awkward, but you know what, really good against vehicles. So that's gonna help. Yeah, okay, T2 transition, well, at least T2 economy is being lined up. There's a massive thug march from Cassidy. Okay. Thugs slow but sturdy, so I'm guessing he's counting on the sturdiness of this thug march. It's just turning into hold the line still blue wins you the game. And that's what a lot of these low level games at Glitters tend to evolve into. A second gauntlet. Oh no, that's not recommended. I mean, would you not rather have, your mid-tank army? Medium tanks, you can push forward. You've done a brilliant job of holding red back so far. The enemy canyon is collapsing. You've got a front lab that you just got. Yep, that's rescue efforts called into the canyon. The air player calls out, go help canyon now. That's so much metal though, just so much metal being gifted. If Big Bad is able to push back just a little bit, I think 10% of the map he has to push forward, but I guess he's been caught in a T2 transition. Well, I mean, if I'm Jet at this point, what do I think? Do I push forward? Do I reclaim? Well, reclaim definitely. But if you keep pushing your medium tanks forward, and if red is in a T2 transition, you get there soon enough. Resign has been called. Yeah, blue with the canyon push. Just pushed faster than yellow did. It Mark 47 comes out with Fat Boys and with Hounds and not sure, those look like Hounds. But blue team's canyon would that is nastiness, and people start dropping out. Oh no. Alright, this is gonna be a what? Canyon's been held a bit. The canyon has been held. Okay, Jet decides to spend time microing 10 medium tanks. Oh, but 15-16 minutes in, you've pushed forward. There's a massive reclaim field. You're not looking at the reclaim field. Electric calls out, identifies the right place to defend, which is your own canyon. Yellow is expanding further. Canyon front line is getting pelted. But oh lord, the T1 spam throughout. You know what? Kaza as well does a wonderful job of pushing through. Jet going into... Oh, but you're within arm's reach of victory. You do not want to be pushing resource and into an APHIS, okay? I think we need to really look at a gradual scaling. A fusion reactor has lower build power cost, so you get it up sooner, Jet. An APHIS, while being 3x more expensive, is I think many times more expensive in terms of build power. So even if you have the resources for it, it's not going to take 3x longer, it'll take longer still. I need to do the math on that. But Kaza and Dusty, yeah. They've done a wonderful job, and that's going to be game. Jet holds it against red, you know what? I'm surprised. A lot of team effort though, but lots of little things that can be done to make it, well, significantly better at your end. Well, that's a game of beyond all reason then. GG, Jet. Let's see if we can hop into another. Same one, Snooper's in. We'll go into, you know what, we'll take a quick break. And we're back. Are we back though? Yes, we are back. That is what general parameters on my screen say so. Hit a pause. We're taking it, but okay, you know what? Let's just look for. I'm inclined to say Cedar play. I am really inclined. Intense lobby, general banter. And off we go with another match, hopefully. What's going on? Alright, cool. You know what? We're gonna be looking at Cedar today. What? Hold on. Is it just me? Why is the map offset a little bit?